show you, I'm so embarrassed. I really need to sort this bin cupboard out. 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 Fine. In case you didn't know, I'm a very big sustainability advocate. I love a good bit of eco-ness. In the van, we have a really major problem when it comes to being environmentally friendly, apart from, you know, the fuel consumption, but I already made a video on that. The big problem we have is that we can't recycle because our bin is just one big solid bin. It doesn't have a separation for recycling, and we don't have anywhere to put recycling in our van, so we just end up putting recyclable stuff into the general waste, which is really not good. And so also the cupboard is just a fucking riot. It is a riot in there. So I'm gonna fix that today. I did have a rough plan of what I was going to do, but then I spoke to my partner Lewis last night. He's in Canada, by the way, so we had like a face call at like 3 in the morning, and he doesn't like my idea that I came up with. So I need to come up with a new idea, which is just so easy, and my first idea didn't take me hours at all. So let's go. So this is what we're working with, not the skipping rope, to be fair. Thank you. No, my baby. The tripod broke its fall there. It's totally fine. When I say the tripod broke its fall, I mean like it broke its fall. R.I.P. tripod. Well, I'll try and fix it. Secondary Kirsty fixes it. Task for the day. I think I have an idea. Hold please, I need to shave a dog. This is what has interrupted us. A little shivering boy. This is one of Lewis, my boyfriend's one of our family friends' dogs that and this is the second time that I'm grooming him, so he's still a little nervous little nervous boy. Then I'm going to groom him, and then we are going to get back to fixing the bin situation plus the tripod situation. Full disclosure, it is the next day. I did get very distracted yesterday and ended up not doing anything, but it's okay. We're back at it. Okay, so I came up with this design idea yesterday, which I think is going to work quite nicely because I'm going to utilize the metal that we have, the L bracket, L majigs that we have, and that's going to like do two things. It's going to make it a very sturdy structure without taking up that much space, plus it's going to raise the bottom of the box off the ground, so it should slide quite nicely in and out. So that's the plan. This metal, I could either try to cut this to size with a saw, and it would take me a ridiculous amount of time and I would have a really shit experience all around, or I could go and see my dear friend who has an angle grinder and has also just had a baby. So I know what option I'm going to choose. Let's go. Hi. It is once again the next day. I swear I got so distracted yesterday. I went around to see my friends and their new baby, and then we went to our other friend's goat farm, and then I ended up staying until 10 at night to help milk the goats because my life is amazing. So, but we're back at it. And I'm having creative differences with myself because I can't decide if I want to have like a face plate on the box with a hole in it to pull out, or I could use the 2x1s that we have to make it more of like a crate sort of a vibe. I think face plates would look nicer, but I think the crate idea is going to be easier. And I'm lazy. So I think I'm going to do that. I swear to God, I am the worst person for looking for tools because I'm pretty sure that I just like convince myself, like if I haven't found it within the first 2 seconds of looking, then it must be lost. And then because I've convinced myself of that, then I just, even if it's right in front of me, I won't see it. Do you know what I mean? Safety first. Now that all my pieces are cut, I'm going to give them all a sand, and then I'm going to do a little dry fit situation just to make sure that I haven't fucked up my measurements, because the thing about being a complete and total amateur is that you always fuck something up, so... Oh my god. I got really panicked for a second there. I was like, oh my god, none of this fits together. Why? I was doing it the wrong way around. Everything's fine. I feel like sometimes projects just end up not being the shape that you anticipate they'll be. Yeah, I think 26 is right, so I was out by 0.4 mil. I don't know what colour to do it. Are you starting to sense a theme here? It is once again the next day. I swear to God, this is the last day on the project. We're getting this shit done today, if it kills us. Before we move on to the next step, I'm going to clean up my crumbs. Baking reference. I swear this stuff smells so friggin' bad. I might need to make a little bit more, you know. Oh, it's got a hole in the... Okay, my pen lid has just been absorbing all the epoxy. I didn't realise it had a big fucking hole in the end of it. I was like, okay, I know I didn't make a lot, but I didn't know that I made that fucking small of a batch. Okay, while that's curing, give me that tripod. Okay, I'm gonna resin it. To be careful not to get it on any of the moving parts. Okay. Gets it immediately on the moving part. That's alright, I will clean it up in a second. I've just taken the clamps off and everything is looking good. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. I think the metal with the green is a really nice palette. I really like it. So now I'm going to screw everything together. Do you think this is the wobbliest table anybody has ever tried to construct something on? I would vote yes. Ta-da! Finished. It's super sturdy, so you can like carry it by the handle so we can like take it to recycling centres and stuff. I think it's cute. Right, let's check on the tripod and see if we've had a successful day of creating. It's maybe still a little bit tacky actually. I'm gonna leave it a bit longer. but that seems to be, I've sorted it. Smashing. Like a glove. Oh my god. That looks so nice. I also made this little macrame, I think that's what it's called, little moment. And I painted the back wall yellow as well, just to make it look perfect. I'm really pleased with how it turned out, and now we can actually recycle in the van, which is great. That was such a big problem before, and now it's fixed. So I hope you enjoyed watching me dawdle around over the past, like, what has it been, 5 days or whatever, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Yeah.